Okay, coming on. Mm, Try and start recording this stuff.
Recording in progress.
Okay, guys. Thank you and welcome to meeting, another online meeting where we talk about everything concerning kudos. So, this is like the third meeting, I think so. Yes, this is like the third meeting, and so I want to give a big shout out to everyone that has been right from the first meeting to the second meeting and to the third meeting. So you guys have been great. And also big shout out to everybody that is present here. Whether this is your first time or not. So big shout out to everybody. So on the first on our first, I hope you guys can hear me. Sika, can you hear me? Please, if you can hear me, please indicate.
Can hear you.
Okay, Chinedu. Okay, I can see
Yes, we
you.
can hear you.
Okay. So I'll go on. So welcome once again. I'm your host, and my name is John Okoro. So here we'll talk about everything kudos. So in our first meeting when we met, we discussed about I just briefly talked about and introduced kudos to everybody to the community. We talked about kudos, what kudos offers, understand. Then on our second meeting, we talked about I think we talked about the metaverse and how kudos is powering the metaverse, right? So this is like our third meeting, and I hope this our third meeting is going to be superb and great as always. So I will just try and run through what we discussed in our first and second meeting about kudos. So on our first meeting, we talked about Kudos. Basically, I said Kudos is a decentralized cloud computing network. No, so what Kudos does is that they offer cloud computing services and computing power by utilizing underused computing capacity. So how does this work? Kudos connects people people that are looking for computing power or cloud services, people that are looking for Kodos connects people that are looking for computing power or cloud storage for their data to store their data with people that actually have hardwares. People that wants to lend their hardwares to offer it as computing capacity. So you can think of Kudos as a fusion of blockchain and cloud computing. So you guys get. So you just think of it as coming together of blockchain and your traditional cloud computing services like Amazon Web Services. So the fusion of this traditional cloud computing and blockchain together. This is why Kudos is actually different and unique from the rest of the traditional cloud computing services that we know, like Amazon Web Services and the rest. Because Kudos actually offers you a more secure and safe platform, and which is also cheaper. It's cheaper than the normal one we are used to, like the Amazon Web Services. I'm making use of Amazon Web Service as an example because it's like one of the most popular or maybe the biggest centralized cloud services that we know. Why Kudos is a decentralized cloud platform. So going on. So we also discussed about scalability. Scalability is one of the biggest feature that Kudos is offering. So I said, and I remember I said, scalability is the ability of a network to expand and sustain larger transactions. And I remember using Facebook as an example, where I mentioned that um, in as much as people still every day Facebook is registering new users every day, but they can still contain the large amount of users that they have. People are registering new account of Facebook, opening new account of Facebook, but yet you see that Facebook can still go on. Facebook can still process all those data together, to just give us good user experience. So that's what is known as scalability, the ability of a network to continue to expand and able to contain the high amount of data processing needed. So that's the meaning of scalability. Then I think we had a guest speaker on that day. That was Sika Kasian. Sika Kasian actually spoke on Web3. So Insika spoke on Web3, talked about Web3, decentralization of the web, the new paradigm shift of the web. So, and in summary, I say that Kudo's end goal is to provide a decentralized, sustainable, high performance cloud computing at scale from the blockchain. So, if you guys are following, I can entertain any question before I quickly go through what we discussed on our second meeting. Is there any question of what I just said? If you have any question, you can indicate. And also, I just want to welcome everybody that joined. Charles, I see you. James, okay, Emmanuel Mo, Ernest, Izuchukwu. If you guys can hear me, please just say something. You can unmute your mic and say something if you can hear me, or ask
Yes,
questions.
I can hear you.
Okay,
We can
okay,
hear you. Yes, I can hear you.
okay,
No
that's good.
question for now.
Okay, no
No
question.
question.
Okay, so I'll go on. So and on our second meeting, we discussed about powering the metaverse. And before I spoke, I remember we had a guest speaker that was Charles If Young. Shout out to Charles If Young. He did justice to the topic metaverse. So he quickly talked about metaverse, what the metaverse is about. You know, so I'll not really go into that, but I remember also trying to just say one or two things about the metaverse, where I say that metaverse, if you are conversant with these virtual reality games, where you are like you are playing and it seems like you are the one there present. You where you are wearing a headset and you can like feel everything like as if it's very realistic. So that's like tip of the iceberg of what the metaverse is. But metaverse is more than that, though. It's more than that. It's very more than that. But that's just like part of what metaverse is. So and we talked about how Kudos is going to power the metaverse. So and I remember saying that on a research made by Intel, they suggested that in their research that the um the current computing capacity that we have now is not enough to provide the computing needs that the metaverse will demand. It's because the metaverse is made up of features like augmented reality, virtual reality, and artificial intelligence. That's AI. And for example, when you take a look at the artificial intelligence, for the artificial intelligence to process somebody's voice or to recognize somebody's voice or to do facial recognition, this artificial intelligence is going to process a lot of voices or faces, to show that it's going to determine which one, to determine the correct face or determine the correct voice that it's actually trying to get. And all this processing has to do with a lot of high computational capacity, which we currently do not possess. So that's what the research by Intel stated. That if you take a look at the current metaverse platforms that are powered by all these centralized cloud services, if you take a look at them, they are not really they always encounter server outages and latency. Okay, for example, now I was affiliated with one I was affiliated with one metaverse project like that. And I could remember that when I tried to log in, or when I tried to log into the various the different, because they have different metaverse portals. So when I tried to enter the various metaverse portal, I always encountered glitch. There'll be it's like is there'll be glitch. You understand? Because the computational services that these centralized cloud platforms have is not enough. So that's why you always experience glitch, and you see that sometimes when you try to load it, it take a lot of time before those portal will load. So this is what we are seeing. So it's just is very practical, and it's something that we can relate to. If you yourself, if you've been affiliated with any metaverse project and you try to enter any of their metaverse portal, you understand what I'm trying to say. So but Kudos is offering a solution. And what is this Kudos solution? Kudos is going to distribute storage and computing across tens of thousands of nodes situated globally. So what this simply means is that Kudos is going to utilize unused computer hardwares that are available. So if you are getting me right, it said Kudos is going to distribute storage and computing across tens of thousands of nodes situated globally. So let me just break it down. Now let me say um I have my laptop now, and you have your phone. If any device or any hardware that is capable of storing data of storing data can be used to provide this computational to provide this computing process or computing power that we need. So Kudos is going to be like connecting connecting millions of hardwares. For example, now me, I can offer my laptop or my phones or my smart TV or even my PlayStation to be used, and you offer your own, and some other persons in England or other countries in Europe, and some other people in other parts of the world like South America, all over the world. We offer our hardware or devices to be used as computational to be used as computing power. So when we've offered our devices, they are going to be connected. So they are going to be like a network of they are going to be like a network of global hardwares that are offering that Kudos is going to be used to offer high computing services that can power the metaverse. So all these hardwares that we've used to that we've offered to be used as computing power are going to be connected in a way. But first and foremost, before you can offer your hardware to be used, you are going to download like an app which will run a test on your device to know if your device is capable to offer these services. So if it's capable to offer these services, it's going to be connected. So there's going to be like a network connection of a global connection of this hardware, because to run this high computational power that this metaverse need, they need millions and millions of computer to do this computational power. So that's it for that. Then I also mentioned, remember talking about, if I can remember, interoperability. Yes, I talked about interoperability, where I mentioned that for in fact most metaverse platforms right now, they don't really offer that kind of feature where you can move your metaverse assets from one metaverse platform to another. So Kudos is offering that feature where you can move you can move your metaverse assets. If you let me say you are in one you have one you are in one metaverse platform and you want to move your assets, maybe your NFTs or any other stuff you have in this metaverse platform, you want to move it to another project, you want to move to another metaverse platform in another project, you can actually do that. So Kudos is offering that platform, which is called interoperability. So that's okay. I think someone is saying something in the chat. Please can you grant me access? Who is that? Cynthia. Let me see. Cynthia, can you hear me? Someone is asking for access. Peter, can you hear me now? I think you should be hearing me. If you can hear me, you can lower your hand now.
Okay,
Okay.
good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sorry, I have a question.
Wait. Let me try to give access to Cynthia. You will ask your question.
Okay,
I want everyone to
okay, no problem.
participate. I think Cynthia is not getting me. Let me try and chat. Okay, let me chat her up. Okay. Okay, she's in. Okay, Bunky, you can go on.
Okay, you made mention of the assistance, like decentralized assistance to provide extra computing power.
Yeah.
And so my question is, okay, from what you said, any device that has storage capacity can do
Yeah.
the task.
Yeah. Any hardware
Yes. So
or
if
device.
any hardware, okay, if we sign up like to provide computing power and our device goes off, does our device need to be on constantly, like switched on constantly to continue providing the computing power, or even though it goes off, so far you have or you are signed up for it, it can still run.
Well, I don't think your device needs to be on. Though I don't have much
Okay.
information, but with what I know, because I've actually come across that the device does not need to be on because you are connected like to a node. Kind of, I don't know how to really explain
Okay,
that,
a
but
node.
your device
Yeah,
does not need to be
yeah,
on.
I understand the concept of a node.
Yeah,
Okay, so will it require mobile network,
mobile network. I'm
like
not sure.
or
I'm not
internet?
sure. I'm not sure because even because when, for example, when your device is off, your mobile
Okay,
network
okay,
is
yes,
certainly
your
off.
network is equally off. Okay,
Yeah.
all right,
So I
thank
don't
you.
think require and you can also for those that will be offering their hardware for computing services, you will earn. You understand? So you are going to
Okay,
be earning to offer your
but that will
hardware.
be after the, like, have they started offering the devices? How can we do that?
Yeah, you can.
Or
Yeah. They've started offering. I need to check that for that link. I need to check for that link. I need to check for that link. That will take time. That will take time. Bunky, right?
yes, boss.
Okay. I'll try and get back to you maybe after the meeting, or anybody that would like to also try and access the link. So I will try and look for the link.
All right, thank you, boss. No problem.
So the concept of that the solution solution that Kudos is offering, the concept is going to be like a marketplace. You understand, where Kudos will bring it together people that have their hardware to offer computing services, then connecting them with people that need these computing services. Sure, you guys get. So our time is almost up. I wanted us to quickly, if I will show my screen, this will be like the fastest. Okay, let me stop first. Please, if you are putting on the t-shirt, please, I just want to just quickly put on your camera and show off the t-shirt. And I also want to thank NCCAC. It was not easy to get the t-shirt to some people because they are not living in my city. They weren't living in the same city with me. So I had to go through NCCAC to help me distribute those t-shirts, those kudos t-shirts. Please, if you are putting on the kudos t-shirts, quickly put on your mic. Okay, I can see some people. Okay, okay. Shout out to Frank. Shout out to UDNO. Shout out to James. No other person is with the kudos t-shirts. I think there should be more than this. Yeah, Isinkak is not even here. Okay, Isinkak is here. Isinkak, I think you two should be putting on the kudos t-shirts. Please, if you are putting on the kudos t-shirt, just quickly share the t-shirt, please.
I am here, boss. I am here.
Say, please, okay, I can see Nsikak. Shout out to Nsikak. Shout out to Nsikak. Shout out to Bunky for Life. Okay, Bunky for Life is also putting it on. Okay, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. This is very lovely. So thank you guys for it's not easy. Thanks to Nsikak, I was able to distribute the t-shirts. So before our time elapse, I don't want this thing to cut me off. So I have like a quick quiz. Like the fastest people are going to like getting t-shirts or credits. So I'm going to share my screen and there are questions. So I'm going to share my screen now. So like if you know the answer, you just quickly type it in the chat. So we are going to be fast. So I'm sharing my screen now. So can you see the number one? Number one question.
Cannot see
Yeah,
number one.
cannot see it.
Cannot see it.
No.
Okay, let me see. I'm sure I think I'm sharing my screen now.
It's still loading. It's still loading.
It's still loading.
Yes.
Okay, let me just quickly ask the question. Let me quickly ask the question because of time. Can you guys hear me? If you have the answer, just type it in. So I will just ask the question. The Kudos network feature, which means the ability to expand and increase the load on the network without reducing efficiency, is what? Okay, let me go through this quickly. Number one, the Kudos network feature, which means the ability to expand and increase the load on the network without reducing efficiency, is what? So the first option is
Recording
interoperability.
stopped.
The second one is scalability, and the third one is security. Okay, oh, people have already answered it already. Okay, I think the first person, the fastest person was VDNO. Okay, let me quickly go to the second question. Can you see the question? The second question. If you know the answer, quickly type it in. Okay, stay keen. Somebody got it. I think Ernest was the fastest. Ernest was the fastest. Okay, quickly to the second question. To the third question, I mean. Third question. How you guys see it?
Wrong.
Okay. Who was the fastest? Bunky for Life was the fastest.
Yeah.
The fourth question. Mention two partners of Kudos. This one there's no option.
Jesus.
You guys should
Hello,
know at least
I'm
what
the I'm
is.
the fastest. So I'm the fastest. Check
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah. I know. Don't worry. I'm recording this. I'm recording the screen, so I will see that. I'll later check it through. I will later go through.
How do you know you're the fastest?
Bro, I'm the fastest, so I don't know which one. I'm seeing me myself at the fastest.
Mention. Can you see the second one? This fourth question. Can you see the fourth question? Mention two partners of Kudos. Okay, let me change it to one. Maybe at least mention one partner. Mention one Kudos partner. Mention one at least.
Now, so yeah, you need to change.
So you guys don't even know one Kudos partner. let me just move to the last question.
Wonderful.
Okay, somebody got it. Somebody got it already. You guys must have you guys must have used Google or gone through Kudos
Thousand.
thing. So let me check the fastest to that question. That's David, Vera David. She even mentioned two partners. Okay, Cosmos is our ecosystem. She mentioned Nuko. Vera David is the first, is fastest. Somebody mentioned Cosmos. Okay, I think
Mention
Cosmos
only
Cosmos
one.
was for the other question. But the fastest is Vera David. Okay, the last question. What is
Mention
Kudos?
only one.
Yeah, I said only one. One is okay. What is Kudos? So we have just 10 minutes left. What is Kudos? Nobody has gotten that question. Okay. Emmanuel Moore is the first. A cloud Insikak said a cloud Insikak could have been the first, but that answer is too brief. NS is Chukutu tried, but that answer is too brief. I think I will give it to Emmanuel Moore. Said Kudos network is a layer one network providing scalable distributed computing direct to smart. Okay. Emmanuel Moore. I'll give it that one to Emmanuel Moore. So that's like all the questions you have. So I see Esther. Esther, welcome. So how many are we today? We are like how much today? So shout out to everybody that was present today. I'm looking forward to the next meeting with you guys, and I hope it will be fun, even better than today. So if you are with the t-shirt again, please just put on your camera and let me see. Okay, Sikak, you're looking fine as always. So unfortunately for me, I was not able to put on the. I'm feeling cold, so I'm putting on sweater because I'm feeling cold. I'm not putting on the t-shirt. The t-shirt is inside me, but yeah, I'm actually putting it on because I have another thing on me. I have a sweater on me. Okay, you didn't know James, Sisikak, Vera David. That's nice. Okay, so I want to thank you guys again for being present here. So and I hope you guys will be available for the next meeting. Thank you guys and see you next time.
Wow. Are we done? I'm waiting for the next meeting. I'm looking forward to the next meeting.